Right now at 5, Congressman Derek Van Orden meets with local police officials.
And the La Crosse Loggers are kicking off their home opener.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
The Necedah community honored the life of a young boy with a candlelit vigil Tuesday night. 11-year-old Drayson Braben died earlier this month after taking his own life. His family says he was being bullied at school. At last night's vigil, a family member called on schools to better address bullying.
We need to change our schools. We need to change how we approach bullying and hold people accountable. And if the child can't be held accountable, hold the parents accountable. Make a difference. These are our children. This is our future.
According to the CDC, suicide was the second leading cause of death for people ages 10 to 14 back in 2021. If you or someone you know is having thoughts about suicide, you can call or text 988 to speak with a trained crisis worker that is available 24/7.
2 people are dead after an explosion and fire at a home last night. According to the Dane County Sheriff, multiple departments responded in the town of Springfield. When they arrived, the home was fully engulfed in flames. The cause of the explosion is still under investigation, but the sheriff's office says the fire may have set off ammunition inside the house.
And a fire in Buffalo County destroyed a home early this morning. At about 2 a.m., crews responded to a house fire in the town of Canton. 2 people inside the home were able to evacuate with their pets. Fire crews were able to put out the fire, but the house and all the property inside was destroyed. Investigators believe an electrical issue in the garage started the blaze, but no injuries were reported.
Eau Claire police released the names related to an officer-involved shooting. According to a release, Officer Dawn Larson responded to a disturbance around 9 p.m. Saturday. When she arrived, she saw 53-year-old Thomas Burback armed with a revolver. Burback allegedly pointed the gun at the officer, so Larson fired at the suspect, who fled into a residence. Burback barricaded himself inside and eventually surrendered. Burback is facing multiple charges, including possession of a firearm while intoxicated. He is out on a $5,000 signature bond. Officer Down is on administrative assignment during the investigation.
Monroe County is experiencing a 911 outage. It's been out since around 9 last night and is affecting both cellular and landline 911 calls in Monroe County. Officials tell News 8 Now a cut in fiber optic cable is to blame for this. Now, your call should be rerouted, but if you can't get through to 911, you should call Monroe County Dispatch at that number on your screen. Western Wisconsin's congressman is joining a public safety roundtable in West Salem today. Republican Derek Van Orden met with 27 local sheriffs and officers to hear their biggest obstacles to keeping their towns safe. Common concerns today included the flow of drugs, including synthetic opioids like fentanyl, as well as the mental health crisis. Van Orden is campaigning on border security and stopping the flow of fentanyl as he seeks a second term in Congress.
A lot of them are being distributed once they cross the border through the U.S. postal system. So the open border policies set by the Biden administration are actively killing our citizens here in southwestern Wisconsin.
Van Orden says government can do more to help local police departments. He says he recently secured $3.5 million through Congress for a new public safety building in West Salem.
2 groups of investigative journalists are suing the Wisconsin Department of Justice. They're doing it in hopes of forcing the DOJ to release names, birth dates, and disciplinary records of every police officer in the state. The lawsuit was filed last Thursday by the Badger Project and the Invisible Institute in Dane County. Last November, they filed an open records request with the DOJ for the same information. The department refused to release most of the data, citing officer safety. They also called the request excessive.
Well, today in the Coulee region, you couldn't ask for better weather.
I agree.
Absolutely gorgeous. And hoping this could stick around for longer than a couple of days, Greg.
I got one more day for you. I can't get you more than that day. It's still May into June. But yeah, our temperatures came up. We had some morning fog like we expected, but it didn't last too long. Otherwise, we had temperatures climbing back up to the 70s, close to where we should be, but not quite yet there. For this evening, no problems. We'll have the cloud cover that's out there begin to decrease. Temperatures lowering back into the 60s with light winds too. Same story for La Crosse, we're going to back down to around 61 by 10. And that cloud cover out there, those fair weather cumulus, as we call it, are going to begin to disappear as we get closer till 10 p.m. too. Overall, if you look at satellite right now, just that cloud cover overhead, but temperatures pretty much stabilize in the low 70s. There might be a few spots that get up into the mid 70s, but overall, a pretty good day. The system that we're tracking for the wet weather is not all the way back into Montana and Wyoming, but you see ahead of it, we still got plenty of good conditions yet to go, so that's the positives too. Overnight, it's just going to be decreasing clouds, and the temperatures will cool off a little bit less than we had last night, so we're not expecting upper 30s to low 40s that we had, more probably the mid to upper 40s. Some fog potential still there for the morning hour, but I don't think it'll be widespread as we saw some of it this morning. Otherwise, as we go out later on, we're going to break down when the rain does arrive, what the weekend looks like, and eventually when those 80s do return. That all coming a bit later in the broadcast.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Northwoods League Baseball, we can barely contain our excitement. It's officially underway this week.
That's right, and that's where we find our very own News 8 Now's Michael Germain live at Copeland Park. Good evening, Michael.
Yeah, Ken and Emily, with Memorial Weekend officially behind us, warm weather is upon everyone here in the Coulee region, and as you can tell, it's an absolutely beautiful day here, but it's also the home opener for the La Crosse Loggers, as they'll be taking on the Thunder Bay Border Cats. Now, the owner of the La Crosse Loggers tells me the offseason keeps him extremely busy, from securing corporate sponsors to managing ticket sales and preparing the field for game day. He's ready to go. Now, with today marking the Loggers' 22nd annual home opener, he says that every opening day is special, and this year is no exception.
And this morning I put the game day signs, I put them out along the boulevard about 6 o'clock, and that's when I really got pumped. I said, okay, this is it. This is real. We're gonna play ball tonight at Copeland Park, and so it really gets the juices flowing.
He adds that while you truly never know how good the team will be until they've played a few games on paper, they appear to be very strong and competitive, expecting them to reach the playoffs. Now, if you didn't have time to stop by Copeland Park today, they also will be playing tomorrow and Friday at 6:35 on both days. Reporting live from Copeland Park, I'm Michael Germain, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Michael. And they do have weekend games, right? So
Oh,
we
yeah,
can go
absolutely.
enjoy some. Okay,
it's a summer staple. It sure is. And Dan, I'm sure, will be handing out peanuts at the game tonight, as he often does.
All right.
Well, the La Crosse area is celebrating National Senior and Health Fitness Day at the All Abilities Train Park. The Aging and Disability Resource Center hosted the 31st anniversary of a wellness event along with 1,000 organizations nationwide. Senior citizens engaged in a variety of activities today, including outdoor fitness classes and drift cycle bike riding. Health screenings were also available for attendees. One organizer says there's a lot of benefits that seniors can gain from events like these.
Events like today allow us to showcase our community's resources to allow older adults to stay active, to be able to maintain independence, to reduce your risk of falls, maintain mobility, and really just be independent.
If you missed today's event, there are still chances to engage in some activities throughout the year. We'll have a link on our digital platforms.
The jury speaks.
After the break, deliberations begin in former President Trump's historic criminal trial. We'll be right back.
Senator Baldwin says I'm not from Wisconsin, but this was my childhood home. Graduated East High, became a Badger in '86, where I've had my company for over 20 years.
And this is where we live. It's our family home.
I'm a fourth-generation Wisconsinite. It made me who I am. If Senator Baldwin's not going to be honest with you about where I'm from, what makes you think she'll be honest with you about anything? I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
Time is running out on the Memorial Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's the final weekend of the area's biggest furniture sale. You'll find incredible savings from the biggest names like Flexsteel, Smith Brothers, Stressless, and Daniels Amish. Only at Drury's will you find store-wide sale prices, special 24-month financing, and even free gas. Store-wide savings you don't want to miss. But you'll have to hurry. It's the final weekend of the Memorial Day sale. It all ends Monday at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Save big money with these hot deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Crescent Edges and Holland Pavers are just 49 cents each. A bag of play sand is only $2.48. All Bonnie plants are on sale. Plus 11% rebate. And 16 by 54-inch tomato cages are $3.99 each. These hot deals won't last long. Hurry in before time runs out. Sign up for Menards emails to get more hot deals. Plus the weekly flyer right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards. I'm getting vaccinated Pfizer's pneumococcal pneumonia vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
Come on. I already got a pneumonia vaccine, but I'm asking about the added protection of Prevnar 20.
If you're 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 20 is approved in adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most common side effects were pain and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, fatigue, headache, and joint pain.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
I don't want to risk ending up in the hospital with pneumococcal pneumonia.
That's why I chose Prevnar 20.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist about the Pfizer vaccine for pneumococcal pneumonia.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Jury deliberations have wrapped up for the day in former President Donald Trump's historic criminal trial in New York.
Michael George reports from outside the courthouse where Trump could become the first former president ever convicted of a crime.
Former President Donald Trump struck a pessimistic tone after jury deliberations in his criminal case got underway.
Mother Teresa could not beat those charges, but we'll see. We'll see how we do.
The presumptive Republican presidential nominee is facing 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. Prosecutors contend he tried to conceal a repayment to his former fixer Michael Cohen for $130,000 in hush money paid to adult film star Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 presidential election.
That is the question at the heart of this. Were the business records falsified in order to try and unlawfully influence the election?
Trump has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing.
These charges are rigged. The whole thing is rigged.
Judge Juan Merchan began the day by issuing instructions to the jurors, saying the burden of proof never shifts from the people to the defendant. If the people fail to satisfy their burden of proof, you must find the defendant not guilty. And if the people satisfy their burden of proof, you must find the defendant guilty. After several hours of deliberations, the jury came back with a note asking for transcripts of testimony from Michael Cohen and the former publisher of the National Enquirer, David Pecker.
The jury's doing exactly what we want them to do. They're going through the evidence and they're trying to figure out whether or not there's enough here to convict.
This is one of 4 criminal cases Trump is facing, but most likely the only one that will wrap up before the presidential election in the fall. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Now, even if Trump is convicted, it does not necessarily mean he will serve prison time.
The judge has other sentencing options, including probation.
Updating the history books.
Historians are revealing the stats of Negro League baseball players, and one player is taking Babe Ruth's record.
And we still got some patchy fog potentially tonight, but we got more dry conditions and a little bump in the temperatures for Thursday, but we do have some rain in the forecast. I'll time out when we expect that rain. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
During the Memorial Day event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $500 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Stop spring cleaning your old, outdated bathroom and get the bathroom of your dreams from your home improvement company. Call today to save up to 30% off your complete bathroom remodel or a simple tub-to-shower conversion. Our installers are trained and certified professionals that can complete your bathroom remodel in as little as a day. Schedule today and enjoy 0 money down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2026. Call for your in-home consultation today to take advantage of these great savings. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. or get $3,500 purchase cash on select GMC Sierra models, or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Visit your Best Choice GMC dealer today.
When it comes to your business, off is not an option. Off means time and money lost. To move forward and grow, you need to be on time, on budget, so you can come out on top. Batteries Plus has the national scale to fulfill all your battery and power needs, and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business. Visit one of our 700 plus stores today.
During the Memorial Day event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Major League Baseball is stepping up to the plate and changing the history books. Starting today, official records will include all players in the Negro Leagues.
Yeah, that means Hall of Famer Josh Gibson is the new all-time leader in career batting average and career slugging percentage, taking the records away from Ty Cobb and Babe Ruth.
Now, historians spent 3 years poring through the statistics for around 3,400 players who played in the Negro League from 1920 to 1948 to reach these updated standings.
To understand the Negro Leagues is, number one, to understand that just mere statistics will never kind of help you truly grasp what the Negro Leagues represented, again, particularly as we talk about it off the field.
Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred says the accomplishments on the field will be a gateway to broader learning about this triumph in American history and the path that led to Jackie Robinson's 1947 Dodger debut.
So far, historians have examined about 75% of the Negro League statistics. Fans can view the updated stats and records on MLB.com.
Well, today was an absolutely beautiful day for opening day at the Loggers.
Oh,
yeah, the breath of fresh spring air, I would say. Birds were chirping.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm hoping today's just not the only day this week we have this, Greg. One more day, please.
Well, okay, I'll see what we can get for that. But yeah, we have one more day of good conditions, and then we do have Friday with showers, but it's really not going to be an all-day type of rain. Friday will be more clouds than actually precipitation. But the one thing about tonight won't be as chilly as we saw conditions this morning. We were in the upper 30s in some areas. Still that fog out there early in the mornings. Tomorrow, a bump in the temperatures, more sure where we should be for this time of year. And then, yeah, the showers coming back Friday, maybe a thunderstorm too, but not an all-day washout by any means. But for tonight, really, once we lose the cloud cover, we'll see those temperatures quickly drop off, but not as far as we saw last night. And the one thing is, because the winds are going to turn around a little bit from the south instead of that northeast wind. Still, as you wake up, there could be pockets of fog around the river areas, lower areas, lower clouds as you go further north too. That'll quickly burn off by about 8 or 9 if it exists. Otherwise, temperatures should climb up quickly up into the 60s by 10 or 11. We should be hitting 70s probably by noon, and all that activity out to the west is going to take its time, the cloud cover, to get here. So dry conditions throughout the afternoon with just some high increase in the high clouds through the afternoon hour and the evening as temperatures climb well up in the 70s. Probably see some mid-70s, maybe a few spots getting into the upper 70s. And by the evening, it's just a cloud cover. All this precipitation should stay out the west. It'll be still too dry at the surface to get any of that precipitation to reach the ground. And that'll be the case throughout Thursday night. As the increase in southeast winds and the cloud cover will keep those temperatures much warmer going into Friday, probably more in the 50s to near 60 than we've had. Fog tonight, really you're just going to see some of the spots where the white areas may be less than about 5 miles. Some of this orange area starts popping up. That could be less than 2. River areas, some spotty areas. Won't be widespread, but you could see some dense pockets of it too, just for a few hours in the morning. Once again, something to keep in mind of for the morning commute. Otherwise, we go look at the precipitation going on for Friday. The one thing to notice is a little bit more activity as you go further north, not as much further south, at least Friday, but it's going to struggle. You're going to see development, and then it falls apart, more development, but even during the afternoon hours, just a hit and miss type of condition with the showers and thunderstorms. And as we go through the evening hour, we might see another break. And then overnight Friday, there will be some showers, but I think a lot of periods will be dry throughout Friday night as we have a one wave come up from the north that kind of stays to the south of the area. And then another system, the main trough, the main front up to the north kind of clips through northern areas. So I think we will see some precipitation Friday night going into Saturday morning, but it won't be a lot. And by the time we get to about Saturday noon, I think everything will push off to the east. Saturday afternoon doesn't look too bad. Maybe a shower, but I think most areas will stay dry. For precipitation through Friday about noon, not expecting much. Really, it's up to the north, and even then, under 1/4 of an inch. Areas south, probably less than a 1/10. Some areas may not see anything through Friday morning, especially further south you go. So not a washout, but still there's some precipitation there. And that goes on through past Saturday. Once we get that system coming through, I think the next chance goes into late Sunday or Sunday night with this system that is stronger and will provide more significant rainfall, I think, Sunday night going into Monday as it comes through the area right through there. That's probably the best shot for seeing showers and thunderstorms and some precipitation. But for tonight, we're not going to see any of that. We're just going to see temperatures here going back, dipping into the upper 40s, low 50s for most areas. And then tomorrow, more of the 70s, warmer conditions. And then as we go to the 8-day forecast, we have that rain chance Friday, but definitely won't be a bad day overall Friday and even Saturday too. And for the weekend, the rain chance is pretty limited, more dry periods than probably wet periods. And then notice the temperatures. It actually might get a little muggy coming Monday and Tuesday.
Muggy.
We're getting into that time of year where the dew points start coming up. So we'll keep that in mind. But yeah, enjoy tomorrow.
All right.
We will.
Thank you, Greg.
The top baby names are out for 2023, but more parents than ever are looking for the uncommon choice.
How some are turning to what is called baby name consultants. Next.
Summer is almost here, but that doesn't mean it's too late for spring cleaning. Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, we'll take a look at how spring cleaning doesn't just declutter your home, but how it can help your health.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Hello, La Crosse. I work for Nomo. Our official name is Nomo Smart Care. We're getting ready to launch Nomo coast to coast, but we're starting here in La Crosse first. You guys get to learn about Nomo before anybody else and how Nomo can help your family. You're going to see messages on TV and on social media, and we're doing community events. So come say hi. We're excited about Nomo, and we're excited to be in La Crosse. Nomo Smart Care, N-O-M-O Smart Care.
Your adventure starts here at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. We've got something for everyone. Explore hundreds of miles of off-road fun. Cap off the night with the crew by spinning up even more excitement. Or slow it down and relax. Just the two of you. Your adventure awaits, outdoors, indoors. Call or visit Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls today. Experience the difference. Trail Riders Package available.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Thanks to Skyrizi, I'm on my way with clearer skin. 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
I got friends of mine that really need hearing aids, more than I do, and I suggested to them, and you can really tell somebody that needs hearing aids that doesn't have them. I'm very happy with my hearing aids. They've changed my life. My wife is happy that I have them, and I wanted to do local, and it's really good here. You come by anytime you wanna. If you got any questions or to pick up batteries or to have your hearing aids cleaned, they're always available, so it's really handy.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/news8000. Or you can always find us at news8000.com. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The list of the nation's top baby names was released by the Social Security Administration recently. Liam and Olivia taking the highest rankings in 2023.
Parents today feel plenty of pressure when choosing a name, which is why some are turning to professional name consultants for help.
For generations, American parents chose the same family names over and over again.
Dr. Cleveland Evans has studied the psychology of names and says today more parents try to make a unique choice.
And because of that, the percentage of babies that get the popular names is way down from it was 30 or 40 years ago. Ironically, the people who do give their kids the names that are in the top 10 are unusual.
Running ideas by friends or family can come with sharp judgment, and it's one reason some pay a consultant fees ranging anywhere from $50 to a few $100s.
Wow, the fastest growing baby name last year was Kaylee. That's spelled K-A-E-L-I. It jumped up the list by almost 1,700 spots.
Certainly unique. Have not seen that before.
Yeah, I do know quite a few Kayleys, though. So how did your parents come up with your name? Did they ever tell you?
Well, Kenneth is not a family name, but it was one they enjoyed. And actually, it was between Kenneth and James for me.
Oh,
and
okay.
they decided with Ken.
Nice.
And then family names for like the middle name.
Right.
How about
Okay,
you?
nice. Emily Dickinson. My dad loved Emily Dickinson.
Okay.
But big contrast from her, though. She was a recluse, a poet, and I'm
On
in
TV.
everyone's living rooms every night. So big contrast.
Yes.
All right, we'll have another look at tonight's forecast after the break.
Gutters and gutter protection. New seamless steel fascia gutters. New K-style aluminum gutters. Available in 25 colors and gutter protection to keep your gutter clean. Seamless steel siding, insulated vinyl siding, standard vinyl siding. Soffit, fascia, and window trim. The Board Store Home Improvements, making aging homes new again for over 30 years. Superior products installed correctly for less than most others. New windows, door, a deck, or sunroom. The Board Store Home Improvements, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
I'm getting vaccinated Pfizer's pneumococcal pneumonia vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
Come on. I already got a pneumonia vaccine, but I'm asking about the added protection of Prevnar 20.
If you're 19 or older with certain chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 20 is approved in adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most common side effects were pain and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, fatigue, headache, and joint pain.
I want to be able to keep my plans.
I don't want to risk ending up in the hospital with pneumococcal pneumonia.
That's why I chose Prevnar 20.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist about the Pfizer vaccine for pneumococcal pneumonia.
Discover where rustic meets refinement at Black River Furniture Outlet. Shop Wisconsin-made easy sofas and recliners with customizable fabrics. Check out Amish-made dining sets in hickory, walnut, maple, and barnwood, as well as one-of-a-kind epoxy pieces you can't find anywhere else. Roll out some warmth and style this season with our cabin rug collection and our new customizable poly furniture. Bring the outdoors into your bedroom with our rustic bed groups, dressers, chests, nightstands, and bedsides to go with. Celebrating 30 years of community and business. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Spring is here, and it's time to visit Jolivet Family Farms. 8 greenhouses full of a wide variety of flowers, vegetable, and plants, all grown for this climate. Seed potatoes, onion sets, sweet onion plants, bulk seeds, succulents, citronella mosquito plants, horseradish, rhubarb, asparagus. Find unique lawn and garden decor. Take home a strawberry rhubarb pie, rhubarb crisp, or peanut butter pie from our homemade bakery. All this and so much more. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
How'd you get the name Greg?
I don't know. Well, that was a good first
Trying to
question,
get him.
Eric, here, but...
Yeah, let's talk about your name. No one wants to know about the weather.
All right, no one wants to know. Okay, well, we'll just skip to that.
We're kidding. Gregory, right? Gregory? Your
It was
parents
just, I think
liked
it was just back in the late 70s. I'm sure it was just a popular name. My sisters had popular names too, Michelle and Steph.
Yeah, those are popular.
I don't know besides that, but...
We don't make any of the top 10 lists, though, neither of us. We're probably top 200
Maybe.
nowadays.
What, around the 50-degree mark tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
70s tomorrow, rain Friday.
Nice.
All right, sounds
Succinct.
good.
Thanks for
see you-
joining us.
We'll see you at 6.